Hello friends, Nettie here from Nettie Cooking, and today I'm going to show you how to make proper Yorkshire puddings like an Englishman or woman. And it's an amazing recipe and loved by nearly everybody in England. I don't know anybody that doesn't like a Yorkshire pudding, so we're going to make them together today. Don't they look amazing? Now this will make 12 small Yorkshire puddings, and you're just going to need one jug for this. It's nice and straightforward. You're going to need 3 large eggs. You're going to need 125 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of sea salt or regular salt, 150 millilitres of milk, and about 100 grams of lard, or you can use whatever oil you would like to use for the bottom of the pan. So first off, we want to whisk our eggs. So let's give those a good whisk up. And then we want to add our salt to the flour mixture. Give it a little stir in. And then we want to spoon a couple of spoonfuls into our yolks. Not all in one go, we'll add it gradually. Give it another whisk. We want to make sure we haven't got any lumps in it. And let's add a couple of other spoonfuls now. And give it another whisk. It should be looking like a thick, smooth paste. So we'll add the rest of the flour now. Give it one last whisk. If yours is starting to look a little dry here, you can add a spot of milk at this point just to loosen the mixture. Give everything a good stir. Make sure nothing's sticking in the corners, no dry flour in the corners. And then you can add the rest of your milk. Now I tend to add the milk slowly at this point, because sometimes it can just come out the top. There we go. We'll add the rest of the milk and give it one good final whisk. Now the batter will be much smoother at this point and much looser, but you do want to make sure it's nice and smooth, and we want plenty of air in there as well. So I cover it over and I leave it on the kitchen side. Honestly, don't worry about it. Don't faff about putting it in the fridge. Just leave it to come to room temperature. Normally I make that a couple of hours before. Now I like to melt down my lard and pour it into my pan. You can see here I've got a sheet pan, a muffin pan that I use exclusively for Yorkshire puddings. Now I can hear you all in the comments saying it's not clean. It absolutely is. It's seasoned and we clean it after every single use. For those of you thinking I should throw it away at this point, I tell you I'll do no such thing. So you want your oven smoking hot, maximum setting. I've got a fan assisted oven, goes up to about 230, 240, something like that, and I whack it right the way up to the top. I pour in my lard mixture that I've melted down. Now if you're using just regular seed oils, vegetable oils, you're also going to need to follow this step. You want to set your timer for about 15 minutes and put the pan in the oven. You want that oil smoking hot, and you don't want anything else in your oven while you're doing this, because you won't get big fluffy Yorkshire puddings otherwise. So while I'm cooking my veg, I'm heating up the oil in the oven. Now be very careful after the 15 minutes when you take it out. When you pour your mixture in, it should be fizzling and sizzling. If it's not, it's probably not going to be hot enough, so do give it as long as you can. Everybody's is different, everybody's oven, so do make sure that that is smoking hot. Be very careful, but try and do it quickly if you can. You should have enough here to fill all 12 holes in the muffin pan. and then put that back in the oven. Now, as I've mentioned, everybody's ovens are different and the temperature doesn't always regulate the heat, so you can set this for up to 12 minutes and you still want it on maximum temperature. And it goes on the medium shelf, though you may want to put yours on the top. Now, when the pan comes out of the oven, I've actually got 2 minutes left on my clock here from the 12 minutes because mine was starting to go a little bit black on the top. You can see here I've got one that's a bit of a, those look quite nice, but I do have one at the back that's a bit of a sacrificial one. So you do sometimes end up with one that's slightly burned. You will know from the temperature of your oven what it's used to. So you will get a feel for how long it's supposed to be in the oven for. But aren't they just a bit gorgeous? So we'll dish up the dinner now and we'll enjoy these lovely Yorkshire puddings. Oh, don't they look the business? Can't wait to taste. Lovely, light and fluffy. Absolutely perfect. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little video. Do feel free to give me a thumbs up, a like and a subscribe. It really helps my channel out. I am brand new to this, so yeah, as I say, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.